Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Swiss Army Sports. This is episode 10. We're 10 episodes deep. Yeah. End of September. Last episode of September. Last episode of September. Sorry, Jerry Jones on TV just makes me have an aneurysm. September 28th, 2025, in the Big 25. I'm your host, Will Spain, former long snapper for the Allspeed Governors, Troy Trojans, and Houston Cougars. Joined by my side by Luke Wallman, former offensive lineman, commander of the trenches at Hendrix College.
Let's go. Hey, Hendrix actually got a big rivalry win this weekend.
Who did they play?
They beat Rhodes.
Oh, wow. You suck.
Yes.
Moving on, we are breaking down college football and NFL this week with our Week 5 recap, Panic Meter, Dogs of the Week, and our top 25. NFL Week 4, NFL Teams of the Week, and teams that are weak. A little Monday Night Football preview. October's here. A little MLB playoff preview and picks. Best of the weekend. But we are going to kick it off. We were so close to the greatest comeback in sports history. Down 7 points after the envelope, which don't even get me started on that, dude. If your player is injured and cannot participate, I do not understand how this is a tie. I don't understand how the U.S. is essentially punished in this. Anyway, it didn't come into play at the end. 15-13. The U.S. came storming back. Russell Henley's got to hit that putt, though. Left it short.
Yeah.
Makes me think he's short in other areas.
Hey, I will say, I cannot believe Bryson came back down 5.
It's electric.
That was so like, it did JT and Cam Young on back-to-back, like 18, hitting the putt. Oh, that's awesome.
I felt so American for about an hour. I mean, I was screaming in the living room. I turned off the NFL. I was like, this is way more electric right now. And then I turned the NFL back on after Russell Henley. I mean, look, sickening seeing those commie bastards celebrate on our home soil, especially a man I like so much like Shane Lowry. I mean, I love Shane Lowry, but not in this situation. Fuck him.
And
we did
I
it.
also want to say, we talked about this a little bit this weekend. They need to lower the prices back down.
100%.
Because it is basically turning into tennis. It is a celebrity event, and you don't have all the drunken, blue-collar, or drunken golf lovers there to watch this and actually, like, be loud. You just have a bunch of people who just are like, fuck you, Rory, in the middle of his backswing.
I mean, like, Rory would tend to disagree that the environment was not hostile enough, but anyway, commies get it done. 15-13. We had a touch on it. Called this last week.
Just didn't think it'd be this early.
Did not think it'd be this early. Sam Pittman is out as the head coach of Arkansas.
Oh, man.
The return. Bobby Petrino, the motorcycle man.
Who will he sleep with next?
I don't know. Do you think this gives a bump to this Arkansas team?
I think I don't honestly know. It depends on how big. I don't know the culture with the Arkansas, if they actually like them. I know the fan base is like, hell yeah, because I know some Arkansas fans, they wanted Petrino to be the head coach over Pittman anyways to start the year. So I think morale, I think it's just up in the air. I don't know. The fan base is a boost.
Yeah.
Players, I don't know.
Do you think they vote Petrino if they go to a bowl game?
1,000%.
I think so too.
I think if they beat A&M, they might promote Petrino
on the spot.
Like here's the keys. Here's a new motorcycle. Here's everything you need.
Bad times in Fayetteville, especially after this weekend. Woo, painful.
That was.
We thought it was gonna be a close game. It was not.
Yeah. No.
Wish I had the volume on for the Packer runouts. I mean, the boos for Micah Parsons should be pretty healthy in AT&T Stadium. Our picks of the week. Went 2 for 3.
Oh my god.
Luke went 4 for 3, as did Michael, and our guest picker, Chase, also went 4 for 3. Chase is the only one that hit Tennessee over Mississippi State. We all hit Notre Dame over Arkansas. Me and Michael hit Illinois over USC. Love to see the Illini get that bounce back that I thought they would. Luke and Chase both hit Ole Piss against LSU. Luke and Michael had the fighting Texas Aggies over Auburn. We all hit Oregon in a
Defense
blood pressure game. If you had some money on it, like I did, we all swung and missed on Georgia against Bama.
Cannot believe they lost at home. That is absurd to me.
It was, and we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Leaderboard, Luke, you remain at the top, 18 and 15. I'm in second at 17 and 16. Michael, 16 and 17. We're rearing up the bottom there, buddy. Come on, producer.
Punishment's incoming.
We have a new leaderboard, the guest picker leaderboard, which will be in effect for our college pick'ems. NFL too, but we didn't want to post it until, after all said and done. 4-3 for Chase. A decent performance starting out. Our guest next week, Trisha Spain, my mother, will be vying to take the top spot. And something tells me that she just may. I mean, she's going
to have just like, we're going to all have something, and she's just going to pick some random game that nobody thinks is possible. And they're going to end up winning. And it's going to be luck. It's going to be all luck. And it's going to piss me off.
Yep. Pretty typical for my mother. Week 5 recap. Wow. Yeah. Let's start it off with Friday night. The Who's knock off Florida State in by far the most dangerous field storming I've ever seen in my life. Shout out Squirrel White, dude. Glad you're alive because did not think you were going to make it out of that.
Well, I think the cornerback that was over there jumped on him and actually did a very sportsman-like move to protect him, which I'm all here for it. But also, I can't believe they can get that close in Virginia.
Yeah, I know.
That is awesome. I would love to be a part of that, but also hate to be down there.
We'll get into Florida State a little bit later. Arizona State, big booster win if you're a State guy. They take down TCU at home.
Yeah,
kind of fraudulently, if you watched it. Some questionable penalty calls towards the end of that game. Oh, yeah. It had sus written all over it. I mean, there was kind of a couple head scratchers. I was like, okay, maybe the refs got Arizona live. I don't know.
I saw TCU. I think they were up 17.
Yeah.
So I was like, when they lost, I was like, dang.
It was head scratching. Man. The Dogs had it in the grasp, gave it up. Can't win a game with giving up 2 defensive touchdowns. Just not going to happen. 41-34 in overtime. Got to catch the ball in overtime. Pretty simple. LSU got project hard in Oxford.
Yeah.
The scoreline does not tell the story of that game. I felt like Ole Miss was in control
the whole game.
The entire game.
That offense for LSU is awful. When I woke up this morning, I saw multiple Saddam Hussein edits about Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh my God. Saddammed. You got Saddammed.
A bunch of people had him as like the top quarterback in this draft.
Vigilant.
I've never been a Nussmeier believer, but this just solidifies everything.
Is Ole Miss legit?
I mean,
I can't tell yet.
I can't. I mean, I want to say yes because this LSU defense is very good. And I honestly didn't think Ole Miss had a defense. And the LSU offense is so bad.
It made Ole Miss look like they have a defense.
I know. So, I honestly don't know because Arkansas embarrassed them and they locked out LSU. So, I do think they're a top team in the SEC.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see. Do they play Bama this year?
No. So, I was hate looking at their schedule. And it's soft. Like, for an SEC schedule, it's soft. I mean, they've basically got State, Georgia, and like Missouri, maybe. Okay. I mean, it's pretty soft. Or Georgia, State. Yeah, you heard me. State, whatever, in Georgia. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Rebs, which sucks for us State fans over here. A&M held off Auburn in probably the worst football game I've watched in a while.
Yeah.
No offense in this one.
Well, no offense from Auburn. A&M outgained them by 300 yards, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, could only score 16 points.
That was the confusing part, which I was, when they showed that stat, I was genuinely shocked. It's just, I think they just ran all over them.
Yeah.
So, Reed did not play well at all.
I still think Auburn's good. I think they're a good football team. Defensively, absolutely, they are great.
Yeah.
The offense, however, ooh, it's pretty dormant over there in Freetown.
When does Hugh Freeze pull the plug on Arnold and put in the 5-star freshman?
Now,
Really?
I mean, I would think so. Like, oh no. I'm assuming that's just a Wi-Fi thing. Anyway, sorry for the terrible connection. I guess it may be the TV being on. Ohio State went in Washington and got the dub 24-6.
The grind of the game, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Washington hung around for most of that game.
I'm standing by this. Ohio State's going to win games because of their defense, not their offense. Offense is not good.
No, Styan is very average, but they do have obviously like Jeremiah Smith. Also, their running back's named Bo Jackson,
Which is fire.
which kind of elite. But I mean, Saints just got to do enough to be able to score a few times so they're
Got to game manage.
Yes.
Game of the night by far. Oregon knocks off Penn State in the whiteout game in overtime. And you just kind of knew this was going to happen. I mean, James Franklin doesn't win this game 9 times out of 10. And apparently not like 10 times out of 10. He just doesn't win this game. I came out of this more impressed with Penn State than I was impressed with Oregon, to be honest with you. I think I was way overestimating Penn State. I wasn't big on them. They hadn't covered a game yet. Their defense is legit. Offense can score when they needed to. Now, it was dormant like the entire first half of the game, but they made it a game, and which is a big testament to the most Saddam Hussein player on social media right now, Drew Aller.
Yeah.
But the Ducks get it done, and I think that's a testament to Oregon to go into that environment and get the win.
Yeah, and Penn State, like realistically, if they just split Ohio State, Indiana, they'll probably be in the playoffs because they have a very weak Big Ten schedule.
Well, the entire Big Ten, except like the top 4, is weak.
No, I know, but they don't play Michigan or like even they do have to play Nebraska. So
I'm not sold on like Nebraska being dead yet, like some people are. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
But they get to play the worst team in the Big Ten next. They get to go absolutely throttle UCLA.
UCLA is so bad. They're so bad. Surprise of the night, Alabama goes into Athens, Georgia, and gets the win. 24-21. Georgia's offense was non-existent this entire game. Defense held up pretty well. Ty Simpson looks like a brand new quarterback.
Yeah,
than week 1.
About to comment on, he looks like he's kind of legit now. So,
and I hate that because
Bama
college game day next weekend.
Oh, I know.
And here's the thing, and I'll go ahead and preview this. I'm picking Vanderbilt straight up. I think Vandy's the best team in the SEC right now, and I mean that's because I was just talking with my dad earlier. The parity in college football this year is insane. Like, there's not a true top dog right now. Like, I don't even feel that way about Ohio State, and we've ranked them number 1 in the poll every week since, like, week 2. So, Vandy can score. I mean, at will.
And their defense is very good.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be a tough test for Alabama at home.
Javier
does own the state of Alabama, though.
He does. Beat Auburn when he was at New Mexico State. He obviously beat Alabama last year. Did they beat Auburn last year too?
I believe he might have. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So
he's 3-0 against the state of Alabama. Plays them both again, I'm pretty sure, this year. No, actually, I will confirm they do play, but it's at Vanderbilt this year. Yeah. Crimson Tide are kind of back. Indiana, in the worst beat of all time, takes a safety when it was completely unnecessary. Wins by 5 against Iowa. A very lackluster game for Indiana, but they were able to get it done. Tough environment.
Did you see what Mendoza said after the game?
Yeah, he admitted it. But you can't do that, dude. You cannot do that.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that funny.
I will say, I wonder if Iowa just had any sort of resemblance of an offense. How good could they be?
Elite.
Because that defense is, I think very good. I think that defense is very good.
I'm gonna go ahead and say top 10 defense in the country.
They shut that. Which we're not high on Iowa State, but they shut down Iowa State. They shut down this Indiana offense, who has been rolling folks. So I mean, you're a quarterback away, like usual.
Speaking of Iowa State, they handled business against a decent Arizona team, 39-14 at home. I think we need to talk about this next one a little bit. Georgia Tech escapes Wake Forest, 30-29 in overtime. Wake Forest tried to go for the win for 2, were picked off. I've kind of bought out of Georgia Tech a little bit after this game. I mean, you can't struggle against Wake Forest. I don't care if it's on the road. I mean, granted, is their schedule cake? Yeah. I mean, you're going against Virginia Tech, Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, and Pitt. Georgia Tech is going to be undefeated. I'm calling it now. They will be undefeated heading into good old-fashioned hate against Georgia. I don't know if they lose that game.
I don't either. No, preseason, I was high on Georgia Tech. I still had them losing to Clemson preseason, obviously. Beat Clemson. I did have them beating Georgia. I think Hayes
I did too.
Gets his revenge.
No, I didn't. No.
Because of last year, what happened? They lost in 7 overtimes. I mean, there's one thing that'll help you in college football. If you can run the football, and this team can run the football. Now,
absolutely.
This might have just been like a little hiccup. We'll see if they do the same thing. If they do the same thing with Va Tech, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, me too. We'll see.
I think it's a hiccup.
We'll see. Really, I think the true test for me is at Duke.
Yes.
If they handle Duke, then I think we're looking at an undefeated Georgia Tech team heading into the ACC championship game. Vanderbilt and Missouri rolled their opponents respectively. Utah State and UAss is what me and Michael were calling them this week. I mean, they are terrible.
Yeah. No, I'm a little frustrated. I thought Vandy would cover, and then, of course, Utah State scored extremely late, which is Utah State team. They've hung a number on A&M and Vanderbilt, so this is a little testament to them.
And I think the producer was pretty high on Utah State coming into the year, and I'm with you, dude. No, they look good. They should roll the Mountain West. I'm with it, the Utah State bandwagon. Illinois got the bounce back I was looking for against USC. We talked about that. Notre Dame steamrolled Arkansas. Much to say about that. Disappointing game for me here. BYU struggled on the road against Colorado, 24-21.
I will say, did you watch the full game?
I did not even watch a snap.
Okay, I watched the full game, and you have a freshman quarterback BYU with a Bear. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. But most freshmen, when you're down 17-0, absolutely fold.
He did not.
He willed this team back. It was a very gritty win. I mean, they obviously had some issues on offense. And, I mean, Colorado just – if they had a quarterback – because this defense is way better than it has been in the past. If they had, like, a quarterback, they could actually be a good team. But you're going into Boulder. Like, I'm not going to say it's an easy place to play. It's not a hard place to play.
Neon's been there. I mean, it has been a harder place to play.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, this is a good win for BYU because the quarterback showing that you could trust. He had, like, 200 yards passing, 90 yards on the ground. I mean, Duke's lowering his head through people. And he wears number 47.
Which is baller. Is Dion on the hot seat?
He will never get fired from there.
I agree. I just want to make sure we're on the same page there.
He will have to say, I'm walking away. He will not get fired.
10-4. Shout out to my Houston Cougars. Comeback win against Oregon State on Friday. That was a cardiac Cougs moment. Cannot look like that against Oregon State, though. Still undefeated.
Yeah.
Still undefeated. The panic meter is back for week 5. Again, scale of, we'll say 5 to 1 in how good we feel about your team after a loss or a close win. We Gucci being 5 out of 5. Calm down, we good. 4 out of 5. I don't feel good about this. 3 out of 5. It's almost hit the fan. 2 out of 5. And panic. 1 out of 5. The first team up, the Florida State Seminoles. We're in agreement. I don't feel good about this. You can't go on the road. Your first road game, I wouldn't even call it a true road test. It was Virginia. They had lost NC State. NC State looks not great. They had really beaten anybody else. The line was 7.5, which was kind of a tell of how this game could go. Lost in overtime.
I mean,
yeah. How do you feel about the Noles?
I think the Castellanos made way too many mistakes, and it was. I mean, he threw the I think he threw 2 interceptions or 1 interception, which ended up costing him. And that defense. I mean, I'm gonna give credit to Virginia. Their offense looked pretty freaking good, but your Florida State, you're the 8th team in the country or 7th team in the country or whatever they were, you need to stop Virginia.
100%.
So that I'm a little worried. I think this will probably be their one slip up because it's the ACC. The ACC sucks. So they have to play Miami next week. So that'll be,
I think they lose that game.
yeah, that'll be a big test.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I only caught the like back half of the fourth quarter and overtime of this game. I was coaching a high school football game. I just kind of stat line watched, and I don't feel good about Florida State right now.
Yeah.
Losing on the road against Virginia, going against Miami next week. You drop 2 games in a row, all of a sudden morale's kind of starting to dip. And once you lose the locker room, you have no hope. Now, granted, their schedule pretty easy after Miami. This is a team that realistically, and don't call me crazy, could kind of get their feet back underneath them and then like go up and lose to Florida in a rivalry game. Because I'm not like bought in on them like that to where, I mean, I don't think Florida sucks. I don't think their quarterback is good right now, DJ Lagway, but I don't think they suck. Defense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
So
It's all going to be dependent on how it's at Florida too.
yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying. It's at the Swamp.
yeah. And I mean, the only, I guess you could say tough game. I mean, going to Death Valley with Clemson.
Yeah, I'm not considering that a tough game
I
anymore.
mean, that'd be their, I'm just saying with.
Yeah, I got you. With what they've got, that's the
their
other test. Yeah.
So, but they play a very weak schedule.
Florida State, we don't feel good about you. The Bayou Bengals, LSU Tigers. Look, you're between on this.
I'm split solely because I do think that defense is elite, and I think that'll carry them to a bunch of wins this year. It's just Nussmeier. That is my worry. The offense is so freaking bad, and they made Ole Miss look like a top defense in the SEC.
And they're not.
Yeah, and because we saw Arkansas absolutely murder them, so that's my only worry. And I'm not going to go full blown panic, but I'm interested in their schedule because if they have a gauntlet, I would definitely shift down. But
Yeah. So they got South Carolina and then at Vanderbilt, which would be a tough test. A&M at Bama, Arkansas, West Kentucky, and finish the season at Oklahoma.
okay,
I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. This is a 8-4 LSU team that we're kind of overhyping. That's why I'm at the bottom half of your split at it's almost hit the fan. Offense is non-existent. Vanderbilt's going to drop like at least 35 on them. I don't know if they can score 35.
Mm-hmm.
So and they could lose to South Carolina.
Yeah, I know. I don't know though. That's just I have. Hold on, I got a question though. If they finish 8-4, what's up with Brian Kelly?
He's
Baton Rouge.
fired after this season if it is anything less than 9-3.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page again.
Oh yeah,
I think if they go 9-3, he should be fired.
the devil is on the TV screen. Micah Parsons. Moving on from LSU, Mississippi State. Sorry, you were undefeated. Now you're on the panic meter. I think calm down. We're good.
No, yeah.
Just in the fact that our expectations preseason were like, if we get to a bowl game, it's a great season. I think this team's on track for like 7 wins. I think this is a 7-5 football team, which will be great for Mississippi State. And that's why I'm calling down we're good. National stage wise, panic, because if you had to beat Tennessee to like get that momentum going. However, this is a state team that could be sneaky and like maybe be like, you get a couple wins against like Ole Miss and Missouri. Like 9-3 state is flirting with the playoffs with their strength of schedule.
And they have to play Texas, I know, at home. They have to play Georgia at home. So 2 of your better teams you have to play are both at home. Not sure about the Egg Bowl, but
At home.
so like your 3 toughest games are all at home.
Yes, sir.
Now they do have to go to Missouri, which see about that. But this could be like a Vandy team from last year, just pulling off some upsets and getting some gritty wins and sort of Levy establishing that program is back up on the up and up. And then they got that quarterback, the 5-star freshman, heading into next year. Morale in Starkville will be extremely high.
Yeah, so if State gets a win at A&M next week, which they could, but it's at A&M, you've got at Florida, looks winnable. Texas at home looks winnable. At Arkansas looks winnable. All of a sudden, dude, you are sitting at 8-1 hosting Georgia. And it depends where Georgia's at the point of the season.
College game day.
That could be college game day. And it's slated for an 11 a.m. game.
Oh,
I know. So is the Egg Bowl, though.
isn't that usually a night game?
Usually night Thanksgiving. It's on Friday, I'm pretty sure, this year.
Huh.
But, I mean, I think this is a dangerous state team.
Yeah.
Georgia. Didn't think I'd see you here this early. Welcome to the panic meter. I don't feel good about this. Offense was non-existent against like their first defensive test. Don't think Tennessee has an elite defense. Talk to me. Show me Georgia's schedule real quick.
I got it.
The reason I don't feel good about this is Gunnar Stockton is not the answer they need at
Well,
quarterback right now.
For SEC terms, they have a cakewalk.
Oh, yeah.
Schedule. You got Kentucky, Auburn, State, Florida. You have to play Ole Miss and Texas, and then Georgia Tech, obviously. But compared to some of these other SEC schedules, this is a cakewalk.
Yeah, I agree. They should take care of Kentucky and Auburn, so they'll be back on track. I think they match up well against Ole Miss.
Yeah, you're back at home too.
Yeah.
So.
And Ole Miss historically will drop that game going on the road. So that's why I put them in. I don't feel good about this. Schedule very winnable. Team, not a national title team like I originally thought.
Yeah, no, Stockton's my main issue. I'm
Me too.
close that hit the fan, but I did actually take a peek at their schedule before this, and I'm like, this ain't the end of the world. But I mean, you were high on Stockton.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of funny though. Both of our national champions
Are terrible.
Are potentially looking like they might not. Oh, Georgia will probably make the playoff.
Georgia will make the playoff.
But Clemson ain't making the playoff.
No.
I mean it. Oh.
So a little preview to that actually. Next week on Sunday, after the week 6 games wrap up, we'll be doing a redo of our conference champions. We're going to show you who we picked originally, and then the game and our winner, and then who we have now, and then we'll have a new bracket that we think is going to happen, not based on our current rankings, but what we think is going to happen. I'm excited for that.
No, yeah.
As we move on in the panic meter to Penn State, calm down, we're good, dude. They looked great defensively. Offense was able to get enough done to force that game to overtime against a really good Oregon team. Calm down, we're good. If you can get Drew Aller figured out, this is an elite Penn State team.
See, that's where I think the defense is great, but if you look at Drew Aller's track record in the big game, he never performs well. He always, like Oregon last year in the Big Ten Championship, throws a pick to end the game, threw a pick against Notre Dame to end the game. When he came in as a freshman and he played, I think his sophomore year, his redshirt freshman year, he was up here. He took a step that next year, and he is flatlined and has not gotten any better the past 2 years. I think he's a very below average quarterback. I do not think he's that good. I mean, their run game is obviously phenomenal.
Patron, Fat Man Allen, IMG Academy, shout out.
Yeah, but Aller, dude, you're the guy. You got to win this game. He threw in like triple coverage in the game. That is why I'm split between we're good because of the defense, but with Aller, I'm not feeling good about this.
I can't disagree. Our dogs of the week. CJ Carr, dude.
Oh my God.
In a game Notre Dame needed to go off on, he did. 22 for 30, 354 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But your dog has been my dog all year. Heisman sleeper. Talk to me about him.
Diego Pavia. Now, I was torn between him because I usually try and pick people who don't turn the ball over. He had 1 interception, but 6 touchdowns responsible for is absolutely insane. 26-34, 321 passing, 5 touchdowns, another 80 or 79 on the ground with a rushing touchdown. That is
dog
of the week.
Absolutely. Dogs of the week. CJ Carr and Diego Pavia. The Swiss Army Sports. It should be week 6, but sorry. Top 25. Number 1, Ohio State stays at the top. Oregon jumps to number 2. Miami, number 3. They take a bye-week jump. Oklahoma, which this is where the top 25 gets weird, dude.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, do I think they're the 4th best team in the country? No. But based on my previous rankings, like, they haven't done anything to tell me they're not the 4th best team in the country. Mateer being out is the only. Well, okay, if Mateer was healthy, yes. Yeah. Oklahoma is the 4th best team in the country. Mateer being out, if their backup quarterback gets wins, I will boost this team up to like number 2. I have no issue doing it.
And I'll say this because I had Ole Miss, then Oklahoma, then A&M. I basically just have it sorted. I don't really think A&M. I don't know with A&M. I honestly don't. They have
Resume
good
though.
wins.
Resume.
I know it's the resume thing, and I think Ole Miss out of those 3 teams has the best win. So that's why I had them at 4. Which, I mean, it's a weird poll this week. It's
is
a bunch of top 10 teams lost, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I believe 2 weeks ago I said on the podcast that it was our like most different between the 3 of us, top 25.
Yeah.
This is the most different. We were all over the place, and this is how it averaged out. As you said, A&M at 5, the Rebs at 6, Texas Tech at 7,
Yeah.
Bama back to the top 10 at 8, Penn State falls to 9, and Georgia falls to 10. The next 2 teams have been here for the past 3 weeks. 11 in Texas, 12 Indiana. They have not moved. LSU falls to 13. We dropped them from 2 to 13.
Did Michael hit them hard,
Um,
or did you?
I
So,
didn't. Yeah, I think it was Michael. Michael tanked him like 15 or something like that.
wow.
15 or 16.
I
Yeah,
had them, I think, at like 9.
I think I had him at like 8 or 9. Yeah.
And then Penn State. I think I literally had Penn State, then LSU, or something like that. But dropping to 13.
Yeah. Tennessee at 14. Oh, I had LSU at 12. Sorry. There you go.
Okay.
Vandy just staying steady at 15.
Oh, I had them at 12 too.
Okay. All right. Maybe Michael kept him up there.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Florida State at 16. They drop heavily, double up on their number. Michigan and Georgia Tech, Missouri, and Iowa State all stay 17, 18, 19, and 20. Illinois jumps 2 spots to 21. BYU to 22 from 23. Well, no. BYU stays at 22. USF takes a bye-week drop to 23, which rank the Bulls, dude. They have the resume. Rank the Bulls. Notre Dame back on the poll at 24 and hanging on by a tiebreaker of highest rank in the poll, where their highest position was 23. Mississippi State, Virginia's high position was 24, and they are the receiving vote number 1 with 4 points. Receiving vote number 2 is Arizona State with 2. And Memphis.
That was not me, actually.
It was the producer.
Yeah.
Had Memphis at number 25. I wholeheartedly disagree due to now their signature win being Arkansas, who just got railroaded by our number 24 team.
Yeah.
And they should have lost. But Memphis, they keep winning.
Yeah. 5-0 against the
I'm
spread.
going to be forced. I'm going to be forced. My hand's going to be forced. They're close. They're close to being in this top 25.
Yeah. No, I have them at like, in my eyes, they're like 27.
I think I have them at like, in my mind, like 29, 30.
Yeah,
They've
like,
got to do a little bit more than beat Florida Atlantic for me to push them into the top 25. NFL.
Man, weird.
Really weird week in the NFL. The Seahawks, me and the producer, had correct over the Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison has no hands. I don't understand the
Did
whole.
you see my text during this game?
No, I did not.
I go, it's going to be crazy when it comes out that Marvin Harrison Jr. is betting against the Cardinals every week. Like,
Like, I don't understand how you go from in college having the best hands in the sport to going to now being in the NFL and just can't catch a football.
can't catch a football.
I mean, he did or I won't say he had that great catch in the end zone, but like he was dropping passes that literally hit him right here, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Chase Cross, guest Bissiker, had it right in Dublin, Ireland. They beat my Minnesota Vikings. We all three had in a very close game at the end.
Yeah,
that the
I
Vikings could have easily came back and won that if they would have done a little bit better on that last drive. But
Wentz's turnovers did kill them.
they hurt.
I mean,
It was a Wentz-like game.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen
Wentz.
eventually. But I'm glad they got it done or against the Steelers out of conference opponent. Doesn't really matter.
Well, also, the Vikings get to stay over the pond a little bit longer. They play next week in London.
Oh man, Micah Parsons tribute. Can't look at it.
I didn't think we were giving them a tribute.
We're not. NBC Sports is.
Okay.
The Falcons. Okay, so when I made this pick, I thought Jaden Daniels was playing.
Yes. I
Full
also
disclosure.
did.
I think we all three did. The producer had the Falcons. Congrats. The Bills had a tighter game than expected.
The Saints, were in that game all the way up until the end. I honestly, there was a second where I was like, they're going to win this football game.
Yeah. I can't watch this. The Lions took care of business against the Browns. The Pats, I mean, I still go with our reasoning. We've been burned by them twice. We weren't going to get burned a third time. The producer and Chase had the Pats.
These two teams are probably the two most confusing, shitty teams in the NFL.
100%.
Because you're telling me that the Panthers beat the Falcons 30-0, and then they lose like by 40 this week to the Pats? It makes absolutely no sense. Drake May had a great game. I just really do not get what is going on in Carolina.
I don't either. In the shocker of the day, the New York Football Giants beat the LA Chargers. We all four missed on that. And I'm just gonna get this out of the way because I see a lot of Jackson Dart glaze right now. Yeah, he won his first game. It wasn't because of him, dude.
No,
the Giants defense popped off, and he only threw for like 111 yards. I mean, he did rush for like 54, but his one touchdown pass was a little shovel pass for 3 yards. Not bought in on Jackson Dart. Think this was a little first game boost for the Giants.
No, I will say it's probably a little morale booster with him. You're bringing in your first round draft pick as a rookie. I mean, he didn't make any mistakes, which is really all you can ask. He don't turn the ball over, just hit your receivers. That's all you can ask, and that's what he did today. And he just game managed perfectly because that line ate, and it helps. Control off the lead got hurt. They had another guard get hurt. They're already without Slater. That line for the Chargers is so beat up.
So beat up.
It is awful, and that is going to absolutely screw them in a bunch of games this year because got to be able to protect Herbert.
100%. I was right by myself against y'all three. The Eagles went into Tampa Bay and won that game. They weren't going to lose that game.
Dude, it was so hot. Did you see how hot it was?
Yeah, I did. Surprising the Eagles were able to hold up in that heat.
I know. Like, feeling like 100 degrees outside. That is crazy.
And the Buccaneers almost came back and won it. Exciting game. The Titans are the worst team in the NFL.
I know.
And they got blanked by the Texans 26-0.
Which I will say this, though.
And hold on. Luke is the lone person that picked the Titans in this game.
Yes. No, I understand. But I will say this. The Texans' offensive line is so bad. It like Jeffrey Simmons, did you see the clip where the center snapped it and he literally just took 2 steps through untouched and killed Stroud?
Yeah.
I mean, the Texans are also like so bad, but the Titans are just that much worse. They're going to fire Callahan before the year's over.
100%.
Like that he is on the hot seat.
100%. Thrilling game. The Colts fall short. Danny Dimes threw one too many interceptions against the Rams. Threw 2.
I can't believe the Rams freaking tied that up late, though, with Tutu Atwell on that huge pass.
Good for the Rams, 3-1. Colts fall to 3-1. Chase got us good here. He called it. The Jaguars go on the road and beat the Niners. Niners look terrible, dude.
Oh, I know. The turnovers was awful. I mean, I think Purdy threw 2 picks. One of them was all his fault. One hit McCaffrey in the hands and he popped it up. So I'm not giving that to him. Then he got absolutely murdered, so he fumbled. The turnovers are an issue, and the Jags actually looked okay.
It did.
I mean,
3-1. Yeah. We swung and missed on this one. And it wasn't because Lamar got hurt. This game was over before he got hurt. The Chiefs finally win against the Ravens. All 4 of us had the Ravens. Me and Chase had the Bears going on the road to beat the Raiders, and they did. Weird game, and a blocked field goal to win it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
special teams in the NFL, dude.
It's weird this year. Now me and my dad were talking. Do you think they're juicing some of these balls?
No. So there is a difference this year. Okay. They are allowed to usually they had to have brand new balls for each game. You're allowed to keep the balls now and keep them butted and broken in. Yes, so the balls are technically juiced.
So that makes a huge
difference. Huge.
Because that's what we were talking about. Who hit the 67? McLaughlin.
Yeah.
65. You never see people attempt 60+ yard field goals usually. And I think we saw 2 this week.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, that's very rare. So that's what we were talking about. Just are the balls
Odigizua. All right. I had the Packers. Y'all 3 had the Cowboys, as y'all should. I'm the clown here. We all have the Jets. We all have the Broncos. Clear. Yeah, so, I know. Huge. I liked him if Tyrod Taylor played. Don't pay attention to the leaderboard. Teams of the week and teams that are weak. My team of the week is the Chiefs, dude.
Yeah.
Beating that Ravens team at home, get your first win. Patrick Mahomes looked good. Xavier Worthy's back. That's a deep ball for Jordan Love, and it is caught by, of course, Matthew Golden playing against him in fantasy. The Chiefs look good. This is definitely a brand new Chiefs team with Xavier Worthy in there, and they looked like the Chiefs were expected to look this year. My 9-year week is the Titans. This is by far the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
They need to fire their coach. They need to clear the front office. They need to start from scratch. Keep Cam Ward, though. I'm big on Cam Ward.
Cam Ward's good.
He's good. Gotta get him some weapons, though. I mean,
I don't think weapons are big. The offensive line is awful. He runs for his life, like, all the time.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, they got a good receiver, the rookie out of Stanford, Alomar or whatever. And,
Io Manor.
Manor, sorry. And then Ridley's like, whatever. But, like, they need someone to protect him.
100%. Luke, your teams of the week and not your week.
So I got the Giants. I mean, nobody in their right mind thought the Giants could win this game. I was a little shocked when the line was like 5.5, though. But still, go in, are at home, rookie quarterback starting, get a dub against a good Chargers team.
Yeah, good Chargers team.
So that is my team of the week. And then now your week, the Panthers. I don't understand how you use all of your points last week and you can't score any this week. And you lose by 40 to the freaking Patriots, who is not like this juggernaut of an offense. I mean, Drake Mays looked really good, but losing by 40? Yeah, Panthers, you were weak.
You are weak, 100%. Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun
Dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
dun 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 dun.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Monday Night Football doubleheader. Kicking off first with the Jets at the Dolphins, and then the Bengals at the Broncos, both at reasonable times. 6:15 and 7:15. I have a freaking JV game. I've got a coach at 7:30. Brutal.
Go Brothers.
Go Brothers. Best bets. I've got the Broncos -7.5. I think they cover this easily. Honestly, if you really wanted to, I'd outline this for plus money at 9.5. They're going to win by 10 plus. And I like the over on Sutton receiving yards. This Bengals defense is terrible, especially their secondary. They're going to use wide receiver 1, Cortland Sutton. He's going to get over 64.5. Luke, you took my best bets.
Yeah, no, I got the Jets money line. I mean, I just think this Dolphins team is awful. I mean, there's no reason. This Jets defense is actually like somewhat okay. And with Fields back, which I feel I was taking this with Taylor, like we mentioned a second ago. But with Fields back, I feel a lot more better about the Jets winning this game outright. I don't know why the Dolphins are favored. Then, Garrett Wilson catch a touchdown pass from good old Justin. I think he's got like 3 already on the year, 2 already on the year, which his line at the beginning of the season was 4.5.
He's my fantasy flex. So there you go. Best bets, Broncos -7.5, over 64.5, Cortland Sutton receiving yards.
I got the Jets money line at plus 130 and Garrett Wilson to catch a touchdown.
At plus 165. It's October. It's the greatest month of the year if you're a baseball fan. And the bracket is set. On the AL side, the 6-seeded, almost slid out Tigers have to go to Cleveland and play the Indians. Refuse to call them the other name. The winner will play the 2-seeded Seattle Mariners. Great rivalry in this second wild card series. I'm loving it.
The series.
Loving with it. The Red Sox play the Yankees 5 and 4 respectively. The winner heads to the land up north. Oh, Canada, as the Packers score a touchdown. And they will play the Toronto Blue Jays. On the NL side, the Reds head to LA and play the Dodgers 6-3 seeds respectively. The winner plays the Phillies.
And also shout out to Will. Called the Reds.
I did. Go back and listen, guys. Yeah. About a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I said the team that was going to get in was going to be the Reds. And I was right.
Yeah.
I also said the team that's going to get in from the inside out was the Guardians on the AL side. So I drilled both of those picks. Rare on this podcast so far.
I know, like months ago, we both said the Red Sox too, and they were on the inside looking in. So
the boys are hot on the MLB picks. The Padres, who you called getting in, Going against the Cubs, 5-4. Winner plays the Brewers, who is the 1. Of course, we've got bracket picks for y'all.
Yeah.
Starting off with mine, I like the Detroit Tigers. They're the better team. I don't care how much they've lost recently and how much the Guardians have won recently. I'm not going to pick based on who's hot, although you probably should in October. Taking the Tigers, better pitching staff by far, can hit. I love the Red Sox going against the Yankees. The Yankees don't win in the playoffs, dude. Don't care how much you pay for your team. It's a rivalry series. Boston is hot. This wasn't their hot pick. So I'm going with the Red Sox. Finishing out the AL side, give me Cal Riley and the Seattle Mariners to head to the ALCS to face against the Boston Red Sox. Depleted Blue Jays team. Bo Bichette out. Pitching staff looks weak. Already DFA'd Manoah. So, ALCS, Mariners, Red Sox, and heading to the World Series. The Seattle Mariners, I think they are a great team top to bottom. They've got the X Factor, Randy Arozarena. I like the Mariners to be in the World Series. On the NL side, the Dodgers will be too much for the Reds to handle. I think the Reds are hot, but just too much star power on the Dodger side, and they do typically win in the postseason. I like the Padres going up against the Cubs to face the Brewers, simply because I don't like the Cubs. So pick the Padres. The Phillies are my team I'm rooting for in the postseason this year. They're going to beat the Dodgers. I'm a big Bryce Harper fan. Brewers over Padres, and the Phillies will face the Mariners in the World Series, and I've got the Phillies taking it home, bringing my glorious Bryce Harper another ring. Luke.
Change slide. Oh, we can go by bracket.
Luke's bracket.
All right. So kind of opposite with you, which I want to also point this out. This is 2 great rivalries in the AL.
Yes, it is.
This is banger series to open up in your wild card. I've got the Guardians, just simply for the fact they're hot. They just beat the Tigers in a series. I think outside of Scooble, the Tigers pitching is I think this Guardians offense is a little better than the Tigers offense, and Guardians are hot. So I will use the politically correct term. But I got them beating the Tigers. I got the Red Sox. I just think the Yankees. I'm not a Yankee fan.
Neither am I.
I think Yankees, but I trust just a little bit more from this pitching staff in Boston, because this is mainly what my picks are based off of. So I got pitching staff in Boston gonna end up carrying them a little bit here, and their offense is good. So then in this second round matchup, I got the Mariners winning against the Guardians. I think they hit bombs this whole series.
Yeah, they do.
I was looking at the Guardians staff. They do not have a good pitching staff. It's all high 3 ERAs. So I'm buying on the Mariners. And then I got the Red Sox, like you said, a depleted Blue Jays team. Their pitching sucks. They can hit the ball, but, I mean, like you said, Bichette's not going to be playing. I mean, I got the Red Sox. Then I couldn't see the Mariners going to the World Series. I don't know why. I could not see it happening. So I took the Red Sox.
Which I love this, by the way, because I get into a World Series where I kind of hate watch Boston.
Yes.
I mean, I hate the Yankees, but I can really hate watch the Red Sox.
Amen. And then I've got the power of friendship with the Reds to beat the Dodgers. Now, the Reds are hot, and the 2 pitchers that they're going to throw, which, granted, the Dodgers, they went last year and won it. They won in 2020. But if you look at that 2020 to 2024 gap, they lost teams they should have beat. And Mookie has historically, since he got to the Dodgers, struggled. Freeman has struggled outside of last year. Shohei has kind of struggled a little bit. I think this Reds team, you're pitching Hunter Green and Abbott in these first 2 games, 2 aces, 2 guys who were in the Cy Young. Green was in the Cy Young until he got hurt. I think they can win these 2 games, because you just got to win 2 in this first round. And I think they can win.
I'd love to see it.
And upset the Dodgers. Then I got, obviously, we're going to hate watch Chicago.
Anti-Cubs podcast.
So the Padres, I love Schilt. Schilt will probably be the team
Absolutely.
I'm going to root for, but I got them beating the Cubs, and then I hate the Brewers too. So we're going to have Schilt beating the Brewers as well. Just take it out the whole NL Central. And then, obviously, with the Reds facing the Phillies, I got the Phillies. That offense, I think we're going to have some shore bombs.
Oh, yeah.
That crowd is electric. I'm hyped for some. I hate anything Philadelphia, just like you, but I think this is going to be.
I do like the Phillies.
So, then Phillies Padres. I got the Phillies going to the World Series with the Phillies winning the pennant and Kyle Schwarber, World Series MVP.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go Bryce Harper, World Series MVP. There you have it. We both are taking the Phillies. Win it all. Luke, let's talk about the best things that happened this weekend for us. My first thing was 90% of that state game. It was electric. It was a couple beers deep. We
Couple.
yeah, we'll get into that on number 3. Yeah, I mean, it was an electric game. Really happy with what I saw with Mississippi State. I think the program's back where it needs to be. We almost took the Evil Vols down from Knoxville. The U.S. Ryder Cup comeback almost was so electric, had me going for about an hour and a half. Wouldn't trade it for the world. It was electric. I know we lost, but I would rather us have had what we had today than like
Get murdered.
So it was electric. No, it was electric. But, would it have been better if we won? Absolutely. But a great sporting event. And I love to appreciate great sporting events. And then number 3, the 12-pack is back. This is the first time since like my sophomore year I've sat down and deleted an entire 12-pack at the Waldman house last night. I went back to the fridge to see if there's any beer left I needed to take home. There was not.
Let's go.
It was all gone. So Coors Light, shout out you, dude. You went down like a water last night and hurting my head this morning at work. So
to touch up on number 3 for you, I also deleted a 12-pack plus more.
Oh, there you go.
A lot more than 12 because I opened my refrigerator this morning up in my room and there is not a single beer in there anymore. So I don't know how much I drank, but hey, it was a great
Saturday. Luke, your top 3 things that happened this weekend.
So a lot of upsets. There's a lot of movement in the poll. You had Ole Miss winning, Bama winning, FSU getting beat. I mean, this is a great weekend of football in general. Friday to Sunday. I mean, the Giants winning a game this week.
Yeah,
so
wild.
Like, shocker. But it was a great weekend of football. Then on Saturday, hit a bunch of bets. I actually went positive. I loaded up on BYU when they were down live, and I raked in. And then also with Oregon.
Yeah, I raked in with Oregon.
Cleaned up with Oregon. I cleaned up with Indiana live. So I hit a bunch of my stuff. And then my last thing is I'm buying a new car.
Hey, and for those who don't know, this is very overdue.
Yes, and I'm at this place where it's like, it feels good. I'm 21, and I'm probably about to buy my own car.
That's awesome.
Like, wow, this actually feels good. So
that's elite, Luke. I'm happy for you, dude. Those are the best things that happened to us this weekend. If you can't tell, it's gonna be a little bit shorter of an episode today. If you can't tell why, then you don't listen. The Cowboys are playing right now on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut it underneath an hour. This has been Will Spain and Luke Wallman on episode 10 of Swiss Army Sports. Tune in on Thursday when it's released to y'all. We'll be recording on Wednesday for episode 11, breaking down week 6 of college football and week 5 of the NFL. And a little postseason baseball will be underway. Our guest picker, Trisha Spain, will be joining us. She flaked on us last time. She'll be here this time. Yeah. Until next time, y'all.